What's up, everyone? How y'all doing today? This is Lonnie Hill with Lonnie Hill's Flatline Fitness. This is where we burn calories, we flatline fat, and we strengthen our heart on a daily basis through diet and exercise. We also learn nutritional facts to help aid in and sustain that healthy lifestyle, because that's what it's about: living healthy, being healthy, and promoting it all the way through, baby. Here you go. So, as you guys know, I told you guys last Thursday that we're going to be talking about the cardiorespiratory system. Last Thursday, we talked about the heart, because that is part of the cardiorespiratory system. And I told you there's going to be 3-4 parts to it. There's going to be about 4 parts to it because it is a very, very, very big topic and interesting topic. There's a lot of information to cover. So today, we're going to talk about blood. The reason why I chose blood today is because it is very important to understand how important blood is, because without blood, I mean, you can have a heart, you can have a brain, you can have a nervous system, you can have all that, but without blood, the body still can't function. You know what I'm saying? So blood is what helps the body function, and to understand the human movement system, you also have to understand blood and the importance of blood and how it aids in the function of the body. So, and also I'm, drinking water, H2O. This is oxygen. One of these a day. Almost done with it. Got to stay hydrated. Keep providing oxygen to the blood. Things like that. Excuse me. Pardon me. All right, here we go. Let's start by saying we all know that blood is a very, very unique life-sustaining fluid that supplies the body's organs and cells with oxygen and nutrients and helps regulate body temperature. It also fights off infections and removes waste products. Blood is consistent. Blood cells is suspended with watery liquids called plasma that also contains nutrients such as glucose, hormones, and clotting agents. There are 3 types of blood cells. You got red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. Red blood cells, their job is to carry oxygen to the lungs throughout the body, while white blood cells help fight off infections, and platelets help with clotting. We're going to get into details about that. Plasma is also made up of 55% of the total volume of blood. And the remaining 45% is made up of red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. The average adult has between 4 to 6 liters of blood in their body, in his or her body. Blood is a vital support mechanism which provides an internal transportation, regulation, and protection agent for the human movement system. So let's talk a little more into depth about these blood cells. Today's topic is going to be red blood cells, because like I said, you have the red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets, and you also have plasma. We're going to talk about all that, but we're going to take it one day at a time because it is a very, very large subject, and we'll be here all day. So boom, today we're going to talk about the red blood cells. There's this thing called hemoglobin, and that is a protein inside the red blood cells that carries oxygen, removes carbon dioxide from our bodies. It is just transportation which transporting this to the lungs for us to exhale. Red blood cells are made inside our bones and the bone marrow, and they typically live up to 120 days before they die off. So red blood cells die off and come in, replenish, rebuild, reform. However you want to look at it. No, I don't want to say however you want to look at it, but that's what happens. So there are ways to sustain healthy red blood cells, and a lot of that has to do with your diet. You know what I mean? So let's talk about that, nutrition and red blood cells. Foods rich in iron help you maintain healthy red blood cells. Vitamins are also very, very necessary to help aid and build healthy red blood cells, which include vitamin E, found in dark green leafy vegetables, vitamin B2, vitamin B12, vitamin B3, also found in things such as eggs, whole grains, and things of that nature. So, I guess you can't eat eggs. Dr. Stevie said eggs are bad for you. They're cancerous. Sorry about that. Someone's always trying to call when I'm doing something, but it's all good. We just make adjustments. So, now, let's talk about some of the illnesses that are associated with unhealthy red blood cells. Okay, problems with red blood cells can be caused by illnesses or lack of iron or vitamins in our diets, and some diseases of red blood cells are inherited. Diseases of red blood cells include many types of anemia and conditions in which there are too few of red blood cells to carry sufficient oxygen throughout the body. Some of these symptoms of anemia include tiredness, irregular heartbeat, pale skin, feeling cold, and in severe cases, heart failure. And the thing about it is, I'm a person who suffers from, I'm not going to say suffer because I don't have that issue too much like I used to. Growing up as a little kid, my mom used to have me taking iron vitamins, because I had low iron in my blood. I got cold very easy, I get tired and things like that. But since I've changed my diet, I don't have those symptoms anymore. I don't feel, tired like I used to and things like that. So I don't get as cold as I used to. I don't like the cold, though. I hate me and the cold. We have an agreement. I stay away from it. It stay away from me. Boom. Everybody's happy. No, but for real, I don't deal with the cold. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, children who lack healthy red blood cells, they have a growth and development issue. They grow slower than other children. So and that's just what it is. That's the unfortunate of, certain anemias and things like that, and lacking healthy red blood cells. But like I said, there are ways to help promote healthy red blood cells, and that has a lot to do with your diet and the vitamins and minerals that you are consuming into your body. So let's talk about some of the most common anemias out there. One of them is iron deficiency anemia, which is the one that I told you that, I myself, was born with. And so that's when you don't have enough iron in your body won't be able to make enough red blood cells. So iron deficiency, not having enough red blood cells. And like I said, that can be helped out by changing your diet and eating foods that promote and help build healthy red blood cells. Sickle cell anemia is one that is anemia, but this anemia is an inherited disease. The red blood cells are shaped like a half a moon rather than a normal indented circle. Because if you ever look at a picture of red blood cells, they look like a circle with something that looks like it's gonna be a hole in it, but it's just kind of like indented. So these are actually like a half a moon. You know what I mean? And that illness is very, very painful, from my understanding, people who suffer from sickle cell anemia. But again, all these symptoms and things like that are associated with these anemias can be minimized or even rid of. All you have to do is just change your diet. The thing about sickle cell anemia, what I found out is that in order for a child or anyone to be born or inherit sickle cell anemia, both parents of that child has to have at least sickle cell traits. One parent can't have it. It doesn't happen unless both parents have it. So that from an educational standpoint, that's kind of helpful, because if you have two parents that have it, then I'm sure they should be educated on it and how to better help that child live a healthy life without dealing with the pain and things like that that's associated with sickle cell anemia. This one more I'm gonna give you guys, because there are a few more, but we're only gonna go to one more. It's called normal cytic anemia. This is when your red blood cells are normal in shape and size, but you don't have enough of them to meet your body needs. So your body has to have enough red blood cells in order to function in the way that the body is designed to function. So again, all these issues, all these anemias, and all these diseases can be prevented or even helped to minimize the symptoms of these illnesses simply by changing your diet and consuming the foods that are conducive to enhancing the red blood cells. So again, green leafy stuff, kale, You know, kale is a very, very good superfood. You know, moringa, boom. That's a very bladder whack. It's a lot of things that I'm still learning on and things like that. And we're going to cover them as days go on. You know, dandelion greens. You know, those are kind of hard to come by. I get them every now and then at the co-op store. You know, they're good once you dress them up. You got to dress them things up. They're really not. They don't really have a really good taste to them. You know, but once you dress them up, put your little salad together or whatnot, you know, they turn out pretty well. So, you know, just look it up, check it out. If you're someone who suffers from any of one of these illnesses in regards to anemia, which is consistent with lack of red blood cells or, you know, things of that nature, look it up, find out ways to help yourself out to minimize the symptoms of these conditions. And like I said, a lot of it falls back on the things that we consume into our body. So, with that being said, I need you guys to check me out on Facebook on the Lonnie Hill Flatline. Catch me on YouTube on the Lonnie Hill's Flatline Fitness. Catch me on Instagram on the Flatline Fitness 1. I am a licensed certified personal trainer. We are growing together. We are learning together. That's what's up. Collective effort, I tell you, it makes the world spin and nothing can stop us. That's where it's at. So I appreciate y'all showing up. Remember, like I always say, take care. Keep God first above all means. Family second, and follow your dreams, and don't stop at nothing, and drink plenty of water. This is the life-sustaining element too, and it's very nutritious, helps the body. Boom. Take care. God bless.